ladies, turn and face the back. We do quick tissues, we do quick core block, and getting set into that back pose.
This is my first time posing in person, like I just said, so please be kind to me.
With them, it's a good thing to do that. And if they look at you, we'll look right back at them.
Hi everyone. Okay, so this is gonna just be clips of me posing with Lawna in person. So first of all, thank you to Lawna for spending some time with me as you were here in Hawaii on vacation. I appreciate it so much. Like, the in-person session was so valuable. Lawna is amazing online. Let me just clear the air there. But I think having her in person to kind of go over angles, go over, stage IQ, as she likes to coin. And it was just really awesome to kind of have that in-person one-on-one with her. Number two, this is all very new to me. I've never stepped on stage before, so just take of that what you will. You're gonna see me struggle, you're gonna see me make mistakes, and yeah, I just wanted to share some highlights from that because, as a first timer stepping on stage, like, I had so many questions, and I think that she dropped some really good gems in this video that I'm gonna clip for you all. So yeah, say some really nice things to Lawna. Thank you to her. Be kind to me as I'm starting to learn. I'm very away from my show date, so I have a lot of time to practice. And overall, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, and I'm gonna plug Lawna's Instagrams at the end of the video, so enjoy for now.
And if they were to call my number 12, I raise my backhand so that I don't show them like my weird tan armpit. So I raise my backhand in acknowledgement, and then I follow wherever the expediter is, and I'll be your expediter. He's like, okay, number 12. And then he's like, you're gonna go here. And number 13, you're gonna go here, and you just get set into your front pose. You hold it, eyes on the judges. You're gonna be scanning them, and you're gonna be like, look at me, here I am. Thank you so much for judging me.
Love it.
Perfect, and you're right there. Okay, next tip. He might be like, all right, ladies, you need to scoot down a little because they never get our spacing right.
Yeah.
All you're gonna do, and to not undo yourself, you're gonna maintain this illusion of this perfect angle. All you're gonna do if he says scoot down is move your feet and keep your upper body and just go like that. And if he's like, just kidding, move that way, then you put your foot down and back step and just hold like that. So that way you don't have to be sideways and all undone or something.
For sure.
So that happens every time because some girls pop in too close or someone's not paying attention. So that's the second tip. If you moved in relation to your head judge, say I had to go all the way over here, then I'm angling towards my head judge like this.
I see.
Does that make sense?
And if we're far away from here, it's kind of like,
yes, exactly.
Put my belly button away.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the farther you are on the outside, the more you have to angle. So if I'm all the way out here, I'm freaking angling this hard.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
So this is the hard part to do via FaceTime. The switching again, the reason I'll teach you to go behind versus in front is because if you're perfectly posed, you disappear behind a line of girls and then you're perfectly posed again. That's all a judge can judge you on. But if I were to be yeah, go in front, and then you're walking as close to the judges as you ever could, they could be she let her butt down, her glutes were jiggling, her glutes were striated, she let her tummy out. They're looking for what's wrong, not what's right. So they say 12, switch with 10. We go, I'm 12, I'm looking for 10. I transition behind, I'll let you go behind, and I walk behind the line, and I pop back in, and I do whatever angle I need to for my head judge, okay? We're in our front pose, and we're just gonna practice that fast transition again. So if the expediter says, ladies, turn and face the back, we do quick tissues, we do quick core block, and getting set into that back pose and hold. We're listening for the expediter. He says, ladies, take 4 steps to the back and hold. We slide, close the gap, walk 1, 2, matching pace, 3, 4, we rock and tuck and center, and we listen. He says, ladies, walk it to the front. We pivot, and big, beautiful smiles, upbeat energy, and back into that front pose. Yee! Perfect. How's that, good?
So fun.
And that's when you're heading to your box or walking across the stage. People will always ask, they're like, but how long do I look at the judge? And I'm like, once your head gets to the point of matching your shoulder, you definitely don't need to be like walking like that as you're going past. Like once your head matches your shoulder, then you can like look forward again and like look away from the judge. Does that make sense? We think you're gonna make first call outs so you can stay in your T feet. And they say, I want 10, 11, 12, I want 13, you'll be 13. So backhand goes up and following the expediter's finger, he says 13, you're gonna stay right there, 11, you're here, 12, you're here, and now you're focusing on you, you're doing your thing, and then you can scan the judges however, and try to make eyes with them. It's a good thing to do that. Like, and if they look at you, we'll look right back at them and keep that beautiful smile, okay? They're ready, everyone's set. Oh, just kidding, I need you to scooch down a little bit. So back step and maintain that pose. Perfect. All right, ladies, you're gonna turn and face the back. So we transition, nice quick tissues, perfect angle, and place, trace, tuck, and hold this back pose. We're listening for the expediter's words. He says, ladies, turn and face the front. We step pivot. So it's not the walking one. Actually, I guess we didn't go over this one. So without the walking one, yep, we just do our step pivot. Perfect. Back there and then back to our front pose. So when they do the beginning of call outs, they'll always do one turn away and one turn back.
Okay.
And then once you're here, now we're gonna start switching positions because they've seen everyone together from the front. They know what that looks like. They've seen everyone from the back. And now they're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna move this girl to center. I'm moving that girl out because they got the once look over. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now they're ready to switch us. They say, we want 12 or 13. You're gonna switch with 9. So raise your backhand so everyone knows you're 12, you're looking, or 13, you're looking for 9. When you find 9, transition back. So you're gonna do T feet, yep, and then walk behind the line. When you get to your spot, you pop back in. Whatever new angle for me, your head judge, you're gonna give to me, perfect. And then you're just gonna scan the judges like, thank you so much for judging me. Perfect, okay. The judge or the expediter says, ladies, turn and face the back. So we go quick tissues, over the shoulder, and nice and tall in that back pose. You're giving me a really great angle right now, which is perfect, practicing that angle. Okay, stay right there. This is a new part because we haven't done it yet. When you know you're giving an angle to a judge, that's good. But when you walk, you have to walk straight. So when you close the gap, try to do it straight to the back curtain. And then you'll walk straight. So ladies, you're gonna take 3 steps to the back and hold. So slide, close the gap, walk 1, 2, 3. When you rock and center, you need a tiny angle for me, your head judge. Perfect. For the sake of practice, that's good. All right, and then we're listening to our expediter. He says, ladies, walk it back to the front. So we step pivot, good. Good drawing eyes, and then whatever angle, if you need one, you'll put that on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. It is a tricky one.
It's different.
It's definitely the part where you're like, I can't really look at myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It is hard. Yeah. Okay, if the judges are here and the curtain is exactly parallel to the judges, that will kind of help you when you're not facing them be like, well, if I'm parallel to the curtain, that means I must have to be the center girl. But the more I'm off to the side, the more I have to angle to the curtain. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like the degrees have to be
Yes.
a little bit more.
So that's all you have to understand your relation of your body to the judge is the curtain.
Yes.
So you have to use that too.
For sure. And just
Yeah.
like squaring our hips
Exactly.
and stuff.
Okay, so go ahead and hold your pose there. Or actually, let's have you practice you're on the other diagonal. Might as well. That's also a good thing to practice. Practice being on this diagonal. Practice being on this diagonal. Because they'll split you up on stage and they'll put half over here and half over here. So you never know which way they're going to have you. So perfect. So we're angling in. I'm your head judge. Looking good there. Expediter says we want 9, we want 10, we want 11, and number 12, acknowledge with your back hand and switch to the T feet so it kind of gets you ready to walk. Now you can walk out following the expediter and you get set wherever he puts you. Okay, you're right here, 12. Cool. You're right here, 13. You're right there, da da da. And you just put your eyes on the judges and go ahead and scan the panel. Perfect. All right, expediter says, ladies, turn and face the back. We do quick tissues. I like that, tissues. I'm going to use that for other people now. Quick tissues. And hold that back pose and listening for the expediter. Ladies, turn and face the front. Step pivot, good, and back into that front pose. So nice sweeping back step, good. Now the expediter says we want 12 to switch with 9. Good, looking and finding 9, and go right here, go like this. Go, hold, acknowledge first. Then look like you're crossing the street. Once you know where you're going, then you're gonna do the T feet. So this is when you step back and then you can walk fully behind the line. So let me stand here and let me have you practice going around me. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm not moving, but you and another girl are moving. So they say we want 12 to switch with 9. Look and find 9. Good, now you can walk behind me. Good, that's good for practice. And then pop back in.
Oh, I love that.
Perfect.
I love you standing there.
Okay, yay. Now we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna switch you back the other way. So we're gonna say 12, go switch with 10. Looking past me, transitioning back and walking and going back and popping in whatever new angle you need to. Perfect. Spot. They just switched you. They say, ladies, turn and face the back. So we transition over the shoulder and getting into that front pose. Tiny angle for me. So, yep, there you go, right there. So hold that. When the expediter says, ladies, 3 steps to the back, we slide straight and walk straight. 1, 2, 3, and rock center and slight angle. So in the rock is when the angle will happen. So you're gonna finish walking straight, okay? And when you're ready to rock, that's when you're gonna go angle and straighten. So the angle has to happen in the rock for it to be the most natural. Yeah, so, and if it was this way, you walk straight and you rock this way and angle, okay? Hold your front pose here. And expediter says, ladies, turn and face the back, giving me an angle here for your head judge, tiny angle here, good. Hold that. Expediter says, ladies, take 3 steps to the back, we slide in center, and we walk straight. And when you rock, give me, yes, just like that. Now hold there. Expediter says, I'm gonna trick you. Ladies, turn and face the front. So you pivot and then get into your front pose. Perfect. And then we listen when he's ready to walk us. He'll say, ladies, walk it to the front. We have to go T feet, and then you can model walk. Perfect, yeah? T feet always get you ready to take a step. So if you're trying to get somewhere, you need T feet. I'm so glad we are able to meet though, because angles, these angles are gonna be a big one. Walking straight, but when you get there, rocking to the side so you get the angle, and then when you flip around, walking straight again, but when you get up here, putting an angle. Yeah, I think that's definitely the hardest part via FaceTime, but this is your routine. This is your dance routine. You know what I mean? So every little pivot, every little thing, like every little footwork, when they're like, ladies, face the back, you're like, boom, like you're nailing it. You're like, you know, on point. Every angle, every step, all the things, like your footwork is already so good. You know what I mean? Footwork as in like T feet, over the shoulder, T feet, like all that stuff. That is, being consistent with that is what's gonna make you look better and like have every perfect pose basically. So yeah, it's all important, but yay! Are you happy?
I'm so happy.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're so welcome.
All right, I'm just here back from the future to close out this vlog. Seriously and wholeheartedly, thank you so much to Lawna. Girl, she is the real deal. Honestly, she really breaks down everything for it like to understand for me as a newbie who's never been on stage before. Like the confidence is so much higher than it was before. So 10 out of 10, girl, 10 out of 10. So if you're not following Lawna already, she is on Instagram. Her Instagram is IFBBPro_Lawna. Her business is called Polished Presentations. She goes through more than just posing with you, like stage IQ, hair, makeup, bikini colors, like tens all around. And she's also on Instagram for her business, so it's polished_presentations for that side of things. She's also Olympia qualified, 2025 Olympia qualified, which is like the pinnacle for bodybuilding. So wish her good luck. Follow her on her journey. She's also a lifetime natural athlete, which I think is super awesome. Like that's someone who I definitely look up to myself. So that's the tea on that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.